let's have our let's have our key output. So put that in here. I can just link this guy back to the input. So let me reduce this guy. So can we reduce? Let me reduce them more. Right. So this, post it here. In fact, so what I'm going to do is I will just copy these two columns that I've reduced, paste them here. I can call this one model output. Model output. So we can have the model output here, and think we should start with our income statement. So we can start with our income statement. Right. So P and L. I think we can present it the way we have it here, but I will need to first recreate it in my control. Right, like this. Then bring the value. So because I want to present it in 1,000. And most times you can even decide to do all this to make everything make it uniform from the model output, so that you don't have to go through the stress of redoing this again. So I can copy and paste this guy. So copy the link and paste it so that I can, for example, this depreciation, I can just call this let me shorten it, so deep and amortization. Yeah, so that's quite straightforward. So now call this my income statement. Right, and I can call up those line item on my control down to net profit. So I can index that. Then the line item, call this. So maybe I want to reduce this guy because I'm still going to need it. Alright, so this comes out like this. I can just have my, maybe this our currency up here. So this is to tell that they are in 1,000 units. Well, just repeating the name, I think we can just put it. So income statement USD 1, 2, 3. So maybe I can put it in like a brackets. Right, so yeah, just to make it look good. Okay, so income statement, it's easy to see. So this line item, put them in border. I think that border is not looking nice. Let's find a way to put this. Okay, operating profits, profit before tax, and net profit. Okay, do we want to in it? Let me see. Just looking, let's look for a proper way to present this. Let me index this back. So if I put that in here, yeah, does it look? Just looking at the borderline, it's not so much. Should we leave that border like this? Okay, maybe we should leave it like this. But then below we can, let's have our balance sheet. Let's close this up here. Then here we can have our balance sheet. These are balance sheets. So I also need to recreate everything. So where's our balance sheet? So let me bring balance sheet here, then call up the value and divide it by 1000. Copy and just paste them across, just do the linking. Okay, so now that we have it like this, I can remove all this space. I think let's come. Okay, yeah. So just call this assets, call this liabilities. Then we have our equity. Okay, so here do the call up like that. Have everything in here. All right. I think this might I need to go take this below, and if you prefer to have it by the side, all right, but all I want to see is by the time this is printed, this is shown at 100%. At least everything should be able to show at a glance, right? Yeah, some people that prefer to put the income statements, balance sheet by the sides and stuff, but which do we need the most, balance sheet or cash flow? You know what, let's have the cash flow. Yeah, so instead of not the balance sheet, so I think let's have the cash flow statement. Yes, let's leave the balance sheet out of the summary, because you also need to know that you don't need to put in too much of information. Let's just focus on the key most important line item, right? Okay, so equal to a cash flow just divided by 1000. So let's check to be sure the cash is the same. Okay, yes. So now let's see how we're going to make sense of this cash flow statement. So cash flow from operation, right? Okay, so it's good to have the cash flow from operation. Then after that, we have the capex. Let's have our capex. Then this should be more like, this should be our free cash flow to firm, right? So which will be equal to my net cash flow from operation plus my capex. Just sum both of them together. So present it. Then we have a cash flow from financing. I'm sure by the time we still put that together, it should still give us the same cash flow generated. Okay, yes. So from the firm, then we have our equity, cash flow, then we have our net cash flow from investing. No, so let's just have our cash generated in the period. Then we have our closing, uh, closing cash balance. Okay, so present it. This is how we're going to present it. This is how we're going to present the cash flow. Okay, so that's cash flow. All right, so we can bring that in here. So cash flow. So let's start from operating profits. Bring that down like this. Yes. So we give a good view. Get a good view of the cash. So cash from operations. Right. So most times you might just need to change the structure so that we get to just communicate the key, outline the key thing that we need, the key outputs, right? So we have free cash flow to the firm. Then we have our dividends, cash from cash in the period, so cash generated in the period. Then we have our ending cash balance. So easy to see. Easy to see like this. Right, and I can just copy this to reduced column and put that here. All right, so model output, we have our cash flow, cash flow, and income statement. I think those two are very, very important as compared to that balance sheet. But if you still want to put the balance sheet, right, at times there are summary worksheets where you have no option than to just scroll down to be able to see key output if you decide I want to present everything. But this is just like a very good example to just communicate the key output, the key important driver, right, in our model build. So let me just trying to see, can we reduce this guy a bit so that we can also have like our ratios and which will also be very, very key. So I can move this to the side. Is there anything we can reduce in here? So this should be in 1000. So let me remember to put that. Yeah, so these are in 1000. So these are shown in 1000. Right. So which other thing can we make sense of? Okay, so now we can have our key ratios and outputs. We can decide to put that in charts. Then the charts